The YouTube, what's going on? Solution for the solution. Kicks. Back with another video. And truth be told, I have about 6 vaulted videos, you all. 6. No lie. I just been really busy and with my studies. You know, if you aren't paying attention, I did go back to school. So today's video, it is Saturday, November 3rd, 2018, and the Jordan Satin 5s have released. This is a sneaker that I've been checking for a few months. I previewed it in the November sneaker release. I think it was October when I did it. And I said I really like those. And y'all know how I am. I am Mr. Walk into the store and walk out of the store. But we're going to get in this mall and see what's popping. All right, so we're going to check out this Foot Locker House of Hoops first before I hit down the Champs and Foot Action, see if they got it. All right, so Easy Cop. People actually did raffles on these. I'm not sure why. But yeah, some dude did a raffle on his and picked them up. Just to make sure you can get them. You know what I was saying? Yeah, some people did raffles for them, man. I'm not sure why.
That's funny.
No, I had a feeling.
One eternity later.
All right, y'all. So we're back at the house, and I just want to apologize, you all. This is take 2 of this video. As you saw earlier, I copped these Saturday morning. Got up, went to the mall, walked in, walked out. No need for the footage, anything like that. And before I get started talking about these Satin 5s in official review, and today's Monday, by the way. So I got a chance to go back out and assess the sales on these, and there's some still out there. There's some still out there, just depending on where you go. Some stores have a few pairs left. Some have limited quantities. They're slowly creeping out the door. I've seen the videos with the infamous S word, you know, people hyping them up. But let me tell you something. You did it to yourselves. All right. This is why the shoe is still there. This was a limited general release. It was a little different limited general release, being that a lot of stores got them in full size runs, but they weren't as deep as they normally were with the sizes. And I can't say, well, I take that back. I'm not allowed to say exactly how many a certain store had, but it's a major chain, but it wasn't as deep. So they didn't have, you know, 8-10 pairs of the same size, if you will, just to give you a glimpse of something like that. Or you take it for its worth. But I was asked not to say exactly how many they had, and I'm going to respect that. They said I could allude to it because at the end of the day, it's someone's job that we're talking about. So I got a chance to look around, and the one thing I will say, Jordan Brand, thank you for once. You did not cheat the small foot gang out of the exact details of the adult sizes, the adult male sizes. Normally, the materials are a little different, the styling's a little different. They don't put all the detail in the shoe. But if you got a small foot, you got the full run of the sneaker. So the question was asked, the solution, hey, why did they do this where everybody can get a pair? It's just market research. It's a profitable market research that they did. It's a case study. You know, the Satin Breads, phenomenal sneaker, sold extremely well. You're going to basically break bank if you want a pair of those. The Satin Royals, another phenomenal sneaker, did well. Then they had the Chinese New Year 5s. Now, if you remember that sneaker, this is the same material. It's just in the low format with the designing, you know, that Chinese New Year design on it. I always wanted a pair of those. Actually saw a pair for a decent price. But once I got a closer look at the sneaker, I was like, ooh, yeah, you better bring the price down because it has some flaws on it from the person wearing. Well, they were beat up a little bit once I got a better look at them. But anyway, then you had the satin shattered backboards that flew out the door, even with the extended sides, because a lot of men wanted those as well. So when you speak of satin, you think of, you know, luxury. You know, it's exquisite, if you will. And with that exquisite word, people did not want to see this shoe available for everybody. And I'm fine with it. It is a shoe at the end of the day. So everybody's complaining about this is because they're losing money. And you know who I'm talking about. And that's all it is. Some people, you know something? I'm going to say it. I've lost some subscribers because my stance on resellers. Now, I'm going to restate it again. I'm not against you. You have your place in the culture. However, you are what I like to call a somewhat necessary evil to the culture. Dig into that how you want to. You know, if your comprehension skills are up there, you got what I'm saying. But let's talk about the shoe. First off, the outer, that wonderful satin material, it makes you want to put on a smoker's jacket and some slippers and kind of walk around the house on some Hugh Hefner Playboy kind of thing. That's what it makes me think when I put these on my foot the other day when I got them. So you got the plastic panel right there. We know what's going to happen with this. You know, yes, it's going to turn a little yellow. You got your clear lace lock. Now, one of the big features that I happen to like is this midsole right here with the speckling in it, that black speckling. I think that gives it a really nice touch. Some people don't like that. Some of the purists want that flat red, nothing in there. I say make the sneaker unique in itself. Well, they should have left it the way, you know, the black and red one should. Stop it, man. That's the point of it, to have something different to keep people enthused about the brand. All right? If you keep releasing all the old stuff all the time, you're basically going to become obsolete and nobody's going to want your shoe. So you need innovators, okay? Leave it alone. And the thing about it, you're hypocrites because you like stuff like Boost. You like those horrible Yeezys and stuff. But you want these to stay the same. Make up your mind. You like LeBron sneakers, all right? You like Hardens and stuff like that. But you want these to stay the same. It does not work that way. The brand will become a dinosaur, so they have to be innovative and come out with some things that are a little different, even if it's with one of the iconic silhouettes of the Jordan brand sneaker, all right, the retro, excuse me. But I like them a lot. You got the icy blue sole, you know what's going to happen with that as well. You gotta say that. And you also got these black shark teeth in there from the P-51 fighter plane back in the day. The red tails. That's what I like about this so much right here. The Tuskegee Airmen. When I see this right here, I think Tuskegee Airmen. Know your history. All right, every time I see that, that's what I think of, especially now with this red. So there's nothing unique on the inside of the sneaker. It's a red insole, and of course you got the iridescent tongue, the 3M on there. I love that. That's one of the big things I like about the 5s is that huge glowing tongue. You know, when the light hits it, it just pops. People know what the shoe is right away. But overall, this has a very, very classy appeal to it with the satin. Now, I heard someone say because it's satin material, they're kind of concerned that it might get snagged on something or it's going to tear a little bit and things like that. At the end of the day, it's a sneaker, people. It's a risk that you take. I have some really, really high quality designer dress shoes in there with some really, really soft leather. Okay? And after wearing them a few times, I basically nicked them up a little bit. But I repaired them. It's just it's a shoe at the end of the day. It's meant to be worn. It's kind of like a car. But stop beating up the sneaker because you didn't make any money off of it. Now, people, this leads me to what I'm talking about. People were already bootlegging these 3 weeks out. I've seen them, okay? People I personally know back home had them and were asking me, hey, do you want me to get you a pair? I said, no, I'm fine. You're not going to tax me $250 when I get these for $164.25. All right? I don't play those games. I don't do that. I walk in, I cop it, and I go. You're not taxing me. You're not Uncle Sam. I don't play those games. All right? if I got to go through that route, I don't need the shoe. That's just me. That's just me. That's how I get my shoes. All right. If I order something offline, it's pretty darn unique, or I simply want that, I prefer to walk in the store and buy the shoe. At the end of the day, it's just a sneaker. All right. Those of you who have to put out content because it's how you make your money. Somebody like me, I just like doing it. But this is a sneaker. Comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about it. Hey, these are, I'm going to wait for the outlets, but I got a feeling you may see very few of these in the outlets. You might see 1 or 2 pop up on, somebody they returned them, if you will. But the sneaker is selling because of the colorway. Had this been a different colorway, yeah, these have been hanging around a little bit. But like I said, I'm not into that limited stuff, people. If I come across a sneaker, I come across it. That's part of the hunt with me, and that's how I see it. But I'm out of here. Enjoy your shoes, people. Don't listen to other people, what they got to say about it, and let it dictate what you're going to buy. It's your money at the end of the day. Remember, it's not about how much you paid for the sneakers. Why'd you pay that much? And I'm out of here. Boom.
The solution.